Hey everybody, I'm RetroPie Guy, and welcome to another episode of Forgotten Favorites. For today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of jumping into one title today, we're going to jump into three. So we're going to spend a little bit less time with each title, but I want to highlight all the games in this particular franchise. So we're going to be diving into the Nintendo Gamecube today, and we're going to jump into SSX Tricky, SSX3, and SSX On Tour. So these games are snowboard racing games, which is really cool. I love the racing sort of games, but something that's a little bit different would be snowboarding. We're doing the cars all the time. We're doing boats in some cases, motorcycles, all that cool automotive sort of stuff. But to jump in here and be able to do something like snowboarding just adds a little bit more fun to it. And these games are 100% family friendly as well. So if you have kids and you're looking for a family friendly game, which let's face it can be a little bit challenging, these are a safe bet. You're not going to have any surprises whatsoever. It's just absolute family fun across the board, but they're fun for everybody of all different ages. So we're going to jump into SSX Tricky for GameCube, SSX3, and SSX On Tour. Let's get started.
Welcome to SSX.
All right, so we're going to jump in here and we're going to do, let's do a single event. I got to be my boy Eddie here, who's voiced by David Arquette. So we're going to jump into this as Eddie.
Just kidding!
Set up character. Select
And we're just going to do amateur race, and we'll go with the first track here.
The sparkling gem and first stop in the SSX World Circuit. Garibaldi is a dramatic run, though many spectators and riders alike complain that it is all over too quickly, due in no small part to the angle of descent and profound elevation that the course offers.
All right, so here we go. Alright, so this is a racing game, as long as you're doing the race portion of it, but you also want to do tricks along the way. You have a trick meter over there on the right hand side, which you can see, and if I hold, like, I didn't get a lot of air on this one, but, so like I did a little turn there, I got 950 points, and you can see I got that one ring at the bottom there, and if I fill that up, or actually I can use it at any point, but the idea is you want to fill it up, and then you can use it as a speed boost by holding your B button. So, am I gonna land it? Yeah, just barely. So I got another little ring there. And we'll try to do something here. There we go. And I'll hold that. And you want to just kind of gauge what you can pull off on each jump and still land it. Because if you don't land it, you're not going to get any points. So like that one wasn't a big jump. It wasn't really worth trying anything too serious on. Rather be in first place than, you know, do a jump and then end up in last place, or do a jump with a trick. And if you guys get close to you, you can hit your analog stick to just kind of like push them away from you, and they'll either wipe out or they'll just kind of distance themselves. So like say I push that guy back a little bit, because they can cause you to wipe out. Like neck and neck with these guys. You can see the progress bar on the left, they're right behind me. So pretty close race so far. So I'm being a little cautious with the tricks here. Now because I had the trick boost there, I got more points for a more simple trick. So if I hold my B button here, you can see the little trick meter there is going down, and I have the little speed marking there. So I'll try to do a jump on this one over here.
I can see the Earth rotating!
There we go, landed it, good. I'm surprised I landed that. That was sick. Alright, so once I get to a straightaway, I'm going to try to do my speed boost. You don't want to really lay into the boosts on a turn like this, because you just won't make the turn. Ooh, lucky I didn't wipe out there. So I should be able to lay on it here, try to Get a little distance between me and the second place border there. You can kind of do the jumps and set yourself up to be in the right direction when you land. Ooh, got lucky there again. Was expecting a bigger jump. So here, good. Ooh, we were good. Still a big distance between me and second place, so I should be good here. Not to jinx it, but.
Soaring and scoring!
Yeah, first place. Nice. So not bad for first time doing this since I was probably 11, 12 years old. This was actually my first GameCube game that I ever played. When I got my GameCube console, and I think it actually came with this game. So that was SSX Tricky, the original. So we're going to jump out of here. We're going to jump into the next SSX Tricky game. Alright, so here we are jumping into SSX 3. So this is the one that follows SSX Tricky. And we have one more after this, but we're going to jump into the same sort of setup here. We're going to single race. And let me find somebody that I want to be. And you can see the different strengths and weaknesses of each of your players up here as we kind of go through. When you're starting off, they're all going to be pretty low. So let me see who I used to be on here. I don't even remember, it's been so long. I used to play Tricky a lot more than this particular one. Let's go with Moby. And we'll go with Peak 1, Race, and let's see, do Snow Jam. That's the first option here. Alright, so here we are. Starts off pretty much the same way. This is a little bit later of a release, so I do find that it's a little bit more like, it's just got like a better, smoother feel to it with like your control over your character. I like the tricks a little bit better on the other one. Like this one's a little bit stiffer with tricks, but in terms of like turning and stuff, it's actually pretty spot on. So that wasn't bad considering I knocked the top of the tree off. So second place. Ooh. Try to use my speed boost a little bit there. So first place, however, I don't think it's going to last long at all. Ooh. I thought I'd missed that. Tried to cut through that little opening there. Wasn't worth the chance. Oh, out of bounds. Oh, actually, it looks like a shortcut. Maybe not a good one. No, definitely not. So with the shortcuts, you usually have more obstacles. So if you have somebody that's not great at steering, like this guy's clearly not great at steering, judging by the fact that I'm bouncing off of every obstacle along the way. But if you have somebody that is good at steering, then you can zip around all those things and definitely save yourself some time in the actual race. So where's the track? There we go. Try to cut through here. There we go. Turning a lot better now. I'm getting a little bit more used to this, but what I was doing before was like holding down the button to jump before, and then I just let go of it like on these jumps like this, which is great for getting bigger jumps, but makes for more of a challenge when turning. Alright, so that's a trick boost right there. Oh, I missed it. And I definitely slowed myself down. Alright. And I think that's the finish line. So we're going to pull off a first here. Nice. Didn't expect that given the rocky start I had, but I'll definitely take it. So, going to jump out of SSX 3 and we're going to jump into SSX On Tour. Alright, so here we are, SSX On Tour. This came out in 2005, so it's about 2 years in between each title. So the SSX Tricky one for GameCube was 01, SSX 3 was 03. Yeah, that's how it works, 2 years, right? And this one's 2005. So as you can see, 2 year increments, the graphics get better and better. So we're going to jump in here. I'm just going to do a quick play, which is similar to the setup of what we just did on the other two titles. And we'll hit start. And who do we want to be? Let's go with Mac. Or you know what? Can we go with... Can I back out? Let's go with Mario. I forgot Mario was in this one. Just to keep it interesting. What do we want to do? Back to back. Race. Yeah, we'll do back-to-back race. Alright, so here we go. So with this track being pretty chaotic, I'm going to try to avoid doing like extensive tricks or anything like that because I'm not at all familiar with this track. So what I also kind of dig about doing this game is you have like those like classic Nintendo sort of sounds to them. And obviously this was done with in partnership with Nintendo, so it makes sense to have Mario, Luigi, and you do unlock some additional characters as well. I forget who off the top of my head, but I know Princess Peach is in here, so you might get some of your other classic Nintendo characters on here. You might get Donkey Kong, I'm not sure. So second place, not too bad. Third place. So I'm not crazy about like the layout of like the progress bar on the bottom here. I liked it better on the other ones. So of the three, this is probably my least favorite so far, but it does have some really cool elements with those Nintendo characters, and obviously the graphics are much better here, but just not crazy about the races, and you know, there's just like a lot more chaos and things to avoid on here, which isn't my strong suit at all. Alright, I'm hitting the B button, come on. It's in first for a little while. He's way ahead of me though. We're right towards the end now. I think I'm gonna get second place here. I don't even know where I am. I'm not too far behind, but we're like right at the end, I think. Trying to beat him. Oh crap, I hit the wrong button. Oops. Hit that reset button like I was going off track, which I should hit right now because I am off track. Glad I hit that bar there, that rail, to grind me around, because I was clearly going the wrong direction entirely. Oh, I'm in second again. Crap. This whole time I think I'm in first. So many things to get around. I don't even see the other guy. That's not good. There's like so many different places to go. I have no idea where the track even is. I think this is it. Ooh, lucky. Went up the front of his plow. So this actually kind of reminds me of like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater in a way, because you have just so much going on. It's kind of crazy that nobody has passed me, given the fact that I'm doing so poorly here. Yeah, look at the dude's down here waiting for me. Hey, second place, not too bad, but certainly nothing to brag about here. All right, so we just jumped into SSX Tricky, which was the 2001 GameCube release, SSX 3, which was the 2003 GameCube release, and SSX On Tour, the 2005 release. So all of these are on the GameCube. That's what I'm emulating today. They're pretty much interchangeable though, depending on what console you want to go with, because they were released on a couple different consoles. The original game though, which I didn't include in here, is just SSX. It's called, came out in 2000, so a year before SSX Tricky, and that one was specific to only the PlayStation 2. So that's pretty much everything here for GameCube. Love these titles. They're a lot of fun, family friendly. So if you have kids and you're looking for a game to get into with them, you are going to have an absolute blast with any of these titles, and they're all safe bets. You're not going to get any weird surprises or have any awkward conversations. They are 100% family friendly and an absolute blast to dive into with multiplayer, because you can go up to, I believe, 4 players with this. And, you know, obviously race each other and all that. So it's really a lot of fun to go about it that way. Highly recommend it. So if you haven't checked out these titles, I definitely recommend doing so. And you can do this with, you know, emulation. If you have a gaming PC and you're running like Batocera or some of the other emulation platforms, or you can just pick up the original copies for the original console. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. If you have one laying around or you want to go out and grab one, do your thing. So again, that's going to do it for today though. If you enjoyed this video, you know the deal. Smash the like button for me. Be sure to subscribe to the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel if you haven't already, because I do a ton of different retro video game videos on here. We do tutorials, product reviews, gameplay demos, and then of course right here, Forgotten Favorites, every Monday and Thursday night. So lots of great content to see on here. Best way to stay in the loop for future videos is to hit that subscribe button. You can do that in the bottom right corner of this video right here. So again, thank you guys so much for your time. Enjoy.